God bless you, brothers and sisters in Christ, and welcome back to Cloud9 Blessings. I hope that you are all having a very beautiful and blessed day. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today because it gives us another opportunity to experience a rapture dream, vision, tribulation dream, or even a near-death experience together here in this series of videos. So before we get started into today's video, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell so that you are constantly notified when new content is added to this channel weekly. In today's video, we are going to be looking at a submission emailed in by our dear sister in Christ, Cindy, where she wanted to share with us an end times dream that she received. So let's take a look and see what our sister in Christ saw in her dream.
But I was feeling down. I was feeling really, really down and defeated. And I can't say I was losing hope because I would never lose hope. I was just feeling really, really down. And in this dream, it's hard to explain, but we were on this road. Me and my husband were on this road, and it was like this curve around this mountain. And, but there was like these barricades that looked like railroad arms, you know, the ones that come up and down. And now they were like in little squares. How with the arms come down, and a person could be trapped in all these different little squares between the arms. And in these squares were also, well, there's just one actually, a machine where you could, it was more like the machine, you know how you take a receipt out, or at the airport where you put in some information and it spits out a machine, or it spits out a ticket. But I knew that during this time, it was really, really hard to not get in trouble. Especially if you were a Christian. It was just extremely hard to not get in trouble. But I was standing not by the machine yet. I was standing over by my husband at the curve around the mountain. And we were talking and we were making plans. And I heard in my head, I heard this voice that was saying, "No, I'm coming back now. You don't have time." And he just kept saying it and kept saying it, but I was kind of ignoring it. I was hearing it, but kind of ignoring it, and I was going ahead and making the plans with my husband. And then I remember my husband nodding okay, and I said okay, and then he started walking the opposite direction of me, and he was walking away from me, and this voice kept getting louder and louder and louder. "No, you don't have time. I'm coming back right now. I'm coming now." And I started walking to the machine, this ticket, and I got blocked in. And as I was trying to pull my ticket out, it kept tearing in shreds. I mean, it just ripping and ripping and ripping. And the voice kept getting louder and louder and louder. And I finally got all the pieces of my ticket out, and the arm came up and let me out. And as I started walking out of the little thing and where I was down the road, the voice again was getting louder and louder and louder, and then all of a sudden it went quiet. I didn't hear it anymore. And I kept walking, and then all of a sudden I heard the horns, the trumpet sound. And I stopped in my tracks, and I was like, "Oh, you mean now? You're coming right now." And I turned around and looked up into the sky, and it was blue. It was just all blue, except for these couple of little clouds that started separating. And I could hear the trumpets coming out from where the clouds were separating. And then all of a sudden I heard Jesus, and he said, "Come up here now." And I remember thinking, okay. And I started feeling like, this is the part that's really hard to explain. It was like a magnet or something that grabbed a hold of me right in my chest inside, like it was grabbing my soul. And I felt myself being pulled up from that spot. And I remember thinking about my boys, about all my kids and my husband, and then the thought came into my head, no, they're okay. God's got them. Don't think about them. Don't turn around. Don't look back. And I was determined not to do that. I was determined not to look back. And I felt myself my body was just feeling weird, like it was changing. And then I woke up. But I can't stress enough about that. He said, no, you don't have time. I'm coming now. Right now. And we have got to, that's the second rapture dream I've had. And we have got to get people on board. Invite them into the ark. Just talk to them. Share. You can order pamphlets. You can make your own little cards that say, are you ready? And explain what's happening, what's going on. And even if these people throw it away, they still read it. They still looked at it. And you planted that seed. So when we do disappear, they're going to remember that. They're going to remember what you said. And they're going to remember that they called you crazy, but you're the one that's gone. And they're the one that's left. But they're also going to remember, well, they said that I still have time. I can still be saved. That if I'm going through the tribulation, it's going to be hard, yes. But I still have time. I can still turn to God. And that is what the most important thing is. That you get that information out there. You print it out. You make videos. You record it. And I am more the person that thinks you need to print the stuff, because we don't know what kind of technology they're going to have after the rapture. We don't know if they're going to be able to get online. We don't know if they're even going to have electricity. I'm sure they're going to get it after a while. But it's probably going to be one of those things where you can't buy or sell without the mark of the beast. So therefore, you're not going to be able to buy electricity. You're not going to be able to buy the internet, not without that mark. So we need to leave paper. We need to leave books. They need to be able to get the information. So I just wanted you guys to hear about that dream, the ones that haven't heard it, and encourage you to please get out there. Let people know. Okay? Love you all.
Thank you so much, Sister Cindy, for sharing this very powerful and urgent dream that you experienced with the channel. You definitely shared some beautiful and intense details. Hearing the trumpet sounds is one of my favorite parts, is being able to hear that sound, because that means that we're being called home. And the feeling of being pulled, I have also felt that. It's like this slingshot. Your body's just instantly being pulled up. And you can even feel it when you wake up from your dream. It's that powerful, and it stays in your mind. Thank you so much for sharing that, along with the very important info that we should be and always be sharing the good news of Christ's return. There are many ways that you can do that. You can go online. There's some great resources, pamphlets that you can order online. You can also leave left behind letters, which I highly recommend, from raptureready.com. They have some great printouts that you can print. You can leave them in your home, in your car, in your purse, in your pockets, just about anywhere, so that your family and friends that may be left behind have those essential resources, as well as Bibles, the number one thing, because that will give them the knowledge to know what has happened. They can read in Revelation, they can read in many of the books in the Bible, like Thessalonians, 1 Corinthians 15:1 through 4, for the gospel. And you can also leave the notes on where in the Bible they can search for that very information as to what happened. Our Sister in Christ channel information will be in the description box, so please head over there and subscribe to her channel. I thank you all for taking the time to watch this video today. If you are enjoying this channel ministry and want to see more videos just like this, please head over back to the Cloud9 Blessings YouTube channel. There are different playlists along with hundreds and hundreds of videos for brothers and sisters in Christ from around the world. I truly hope that this video has blessed you today. May God bless you all and have a very blessed week.